And when you finally get to that point, when you master yourself and you finally get yourself in that position where you know exactly why you're doing something, when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it, and defeat ain't even part of the equation. Like, you know that you're going to be successful. Once you finally reach that peak performance level, you're dialed in. There's nothing taking you out of that. No one can convince you that you aren't exactly where you're supposed to be at.
When it comes to legalized bank robbing, I'm the best.
I'm going long in this breaker here. I'll take that. Going long in the order block. Make sure to take a partial here. It's almost like it's random. Stop above the balanced price range. That's a breakaway gap. This fair value gap should stay open. It's a breakaway gap. This is a breakaway gap, but this fair value gap here will take us higher. And thank you very much. Just like clockwork. I promise y'all, if y'all think this intro is fire, wait till I got, man, this intro ain't nothing compared to what I'm coming out with in 2025. I'm just letting y'all know. Happy Friday, everybody. What a day it has been for NASDAQ. A lot of movement, crazy volatility, very exciting. Last trading day of the week. Gonna do a little bit of tape reading. Not sure how long we'll stay on. If price is moving around, if it's headed towards levels that we like, and it's not just going sideways, then I'm willing to stay on till market close. We'll watch the final hour macro. That's if NASDAQ continues to move. Now, obviously, we did have a large morning session. Okay, we moved quite a bit. Let's see here. From that low to that high, nearly 1,000 handles. Okay, over 800 handles in movement simply in the morning session. So as far as the PM session goes, I feel like it could go either way. Either we just kind of consolidate and stall around since we moved so much in the AM, or we continue to get movement, retrace on some of the move that occurred in the AM. We just got to see what the macro does, and I'll be paying attention to this opening range between 1:30 and 2 o'clock. Man, this new intro gonna be fire. Y'all don't even know. Like, I got clips. I got different people on there. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be fire. Real quick, before we get started, I do want to take a quick glance at the dollar index, see what's going on. All the indices pretty much look the same, trading inside of an hourly fair value gap, clearing out the buy side. S&P clearing out the buy side, and Dow clearing out his buy side as well. Dollar index, we have this large inefficiency trading to about consequent encroachment of the fair value gap. Just fell short of it. I'm watching this inefficiency here on dollar. If dollar can still look bearish, we've taken out buy side here, broke down, breakaway gap. If dollar index can stay in the lower half of this hourly fair value gap and stay heavy, then I would still favor higher prices in NASDAQ. Now, if dollar index picks up strength and starts working higher and NASDAQ is showing weakness, then I'll be more interested in lower prices for NASDAQ. But again, I'm letting the first 30 minutes of trading go by between 1:30 and 10 o'clock. Not 10 o'clock. 1:30 and 2 o'clock. See what happens during those 30 minutes, and then we'll just go from there. All right. So let's clear that off. And real quick, I'm going to put consequent encroachment. Save this real quick, 1 second. All right, so I'm watching midpoint of the fair value gap for dollar, 15-minute chart. I'm watching this inefficiency here. It's in the lower half of that hourly fair value gap, so I want to see if that continues to keep dollar weak. And I'll be using that to gauge whether or not I trust NASDAQ going higher or lower for the PM session. So with that being said, let's go ahead and go back to NASDAQ. Let's clear all of this off, all the eye candy. Weekly chart. So on the weekly, we traded into a bullish order block. We have a lot of new week opening gaps. There are volume imbalances on the weekly chart, but if you have settlement turned off, these are new week opening gaps as well. And we have the fair value gap. So a lot of discount PD arrays. We stabbed into all of that today. and then we came off that low pretty aggressively, and now we're trading inside this daily fair value gap. So let's get a few levels here. Previous week's low is important. Go ahead and label that. And we don't have any new week opening gaps nearby. The closest one we have is this one here. I'm not going to keep that on my chart for right now unless we start gravitating towards it. Let's go to the daily. All right, obvious fair value gap that we're trading into. I never, for those who are not new to the channel, I rarely draw my fair value gaps like this and then keep that on the lower time frame because it looks sloppy. In my opinion, it takes up so much of the screen. So whenever I'm marking higher time frame levels, I like having just the specific price levels. So I use a horizontal array, and I'm looking at this candle's high, which makes the low the fair value gap. Just keeps the chart cleaner. All right. So daily SIBI low. And it's also yesterday's high. So we'll label it yesterday's high. All right. And we're trading back into that order block on the 2-day chart. For those in the Discord streams, you remember we talked about this up close candle, these 2 consecutive up close candles before the rotation lower. Okay. Breaker. And then the opening price of this candle here. I'm not going to draw it out simply because it's pretty much overlapping with the low of that daily fair value gap. So, all right, let's go ahead and put on. We have a lot of new day opening gaps here between that candle's close, this candle's open. We have a clustering. This candle's closed, that candle's open. And we have this candle's close and that candle's open. So 3 new day opening gaps, trading into that, clearing out yesterday's high, trading into a daily fair value gap, trading into bearish order block. And then if you want to see this as an inversion fair value gap, you can do that, but I don't want my charts that busy. So let's go to hourly chart. I don't like how it's whatever. Okay, clearing out the buy side. This fair value gap on the hourly, treating that as a breakaway gap. So far, NASDAQ has only worked in this lower one here. So in my opinion, I can still see NASDAQ being heavy on the day. 15-minute chart. Earlier, I had this imbalance highlighted. Okay, trading into that. A little bit past it. Consequent encroachment of the wick. Okay, that's nice. Let's go down a 5-minute chart. Normal retracement after such an aggressive buy, aggressive bullishness in the morning session. Okay, this is reasonable. And last but not least, 1-minute chart. And let's see. I really don't like how this is. One second. There we go. Wait. This is really triggering, y'all. I can't help it. Screw it. We'll just leave it there. All right. This is bothering me so bad. Oh my God. We're just taking that off. So we're in the opening range between 1:30 and 2 o'clock. 1:30 here. 2 o'clock here. First presented fair value gap for the PM session comes in at 135. So that's the fair value gap I'll be having on my chart. yes, you can use the first fair value gap for the PM session during the opening range between 1:30 and 2 o'clock. All right. So, obviously, we have a lot of trailed sell stops. Okay, who's been making money all day? Long holders, relative equal lows here, sell side, higher lows, equal lows, higher lows all throughout here. So we've taken out buy side, traded up, taken out this short-term high with this move here, breaking down. And I'm interested in seeing NASDAQ run against everybody who's made money during lunch and obviously during the morning session. So let's drag this. Take this off. And then I always submit myself to the first 30 minutes. So whether it's the morning session, I don't trade between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. Okay, I don't trade the first 30 minutes after the opening bell. And if it's a PM session, I don't trade 1:30 to 2 o'clock. I let the first 30 minutes pass. I like looking at the opening range. I like having that insight going into 2 o'clock or going into 10 o'clock. So that's just my style. Another great week. It was a great week. It was a great trading week. No losses this week. First $1,000 trade this week. It was definitely a great trading week for sure. The past 2 weeks I feel like have been pretty solid. Definitely getting movement, less range bound consolidations. Even London and Asia have been pretty nice as well. So, oh my gosh, please stop asking for the chart colors. I get that question every stream, and I'm sure people who watch on the regular are tired of me addressing the chart colors. You posted about correcting bias 10% of the time. Yes, if you have the midnight opening price on your chart, or just check my Twitter. I get a lot of questions about bias. I'll be making a video about bias. It's really not complicated. But I did a very beginner-friendly tweet on how to have the correct morning session bias 70% of the time. So you want to check my Twitter for that. It's really simple. It's nothing crazy. So trading to consequent encroachment of the first presented fair value gap, getting some movement lower. I like all these lows here. These are trailed sell stops. Okay, traders who have made money all morning, they're putting their stop losses underneath these lows. I want to see if we could run against that. Let's see. Do you consider daylight savings? Daylight savings times and all that doesn't really matter. Your chart should always be in New York local time, and you won't ever have to worry about it. Do you trade paper? I trade my live funds. I traded paper the past couple of days because I already finished my trading week on Tuesday, was it? Wednesday, I think. But in the streams, in the Discord streams, I'm trading my live account until I reach my profit target for the week, and then I switch to a paper trading account. But I show my live account on Twitter as far as my P&L each trading day and whatnot. In Discord group, can we trade you trade live? Not sure what you're asking, but yes, you'll be able to watch me trade live in the Discord. I'm watching these lows. This is what really has my interest. Hopefully we get movement this PM session. I wouldn't be surprised if we just kind of go range bound because we have moved so much during the morning, and it's a Friday, and we have Christmas next week, so I'm not expecting anything crazy on this last session of the week, but crazier things have happened. My trading model is posted on Twitter. It's my pinned tweet. As soon as you go to my Twitter, it'll be the first tweet that you see. And it paid nicely this week. General access Discord. If the Discord link doesn't work for you, you're probably like in Africa or India, those countries. There's a lot of places that have issues with the Discord. I've heard using a VPN works, but that's all I can say about that. So working the lower half of that first presented fair value gap, that signs of heaviness so far, unwilling to trade in the upper half of it. In my opinion, at least for right now, our job is done up here. We've already cleared out buy side one more time above this high for good measure. And I like to see all this sell side get ran out. That's what I prefer to see. So what that looks like is, and again, include the volume imbalance in your fair value gap. So you can't draw it like this. Okay, include that right there. Okay, if you draw your fair value gaps without including that small little volume imbalance, you're gonna miss out on some entries. But if you include it, okay, that's the correct way to draw your fair value gap. And if you're bearish, from the low of the fair value gap all the way to consequent encroachment, that's what you want to see offer resistance. It's fine if we wick in the upper half. Ideally, you don't even want to see that traded too if you're expecting lower prices. That applies to any PD array. So I like how we're only working in the lower half here. And then again, the sell side, looking for that. So this is trailed sell stops. Okay, everybody who has made money in the morning, where they're putting their stop losses, here, 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 here. So that's what I'm looking for. Let me see. Next week, I think is going to be a light trading week for me. I'm watching this wick, by the way, and it's consequent encroachment. I want to see us work. Same thing with the fair value gap. I want to see if we can stay in the lower half of that. But next week, the streams will be light. Let me draw this real quick. And I'm watching consequent encroachment. I want to see us stay heavy in the lower half of that wick. That's a premium array. Wicks are gaps. I want to see us get heavy from here. But, so next week is obviously Christmas here in the States. Monday will be a tape reading stream. Tuesday's Christmas Eve. I don't know if I'm streaming on Christmas Eve. We do have news at 8:30 and 10 o'clock on that day. Um, I'll just have to see what the daily chart is looking like. That'll probably be like a last minute stream for those in the Discord. Just keep a lookout for the weekly schedule. I may or may not stream on Christmas Eve. Definitely not streaming on Christmas Day, obviously. The day after Christmas, we'll be live trading, and then same thing for Friday the 27th. So. What made you change your last trading day from December 13th? December 13th, that Friday, was supposed to be my last trading day, but price action was just looking really clean, and I like what I saw on the higher time frame. The morning session started to clear up a lot, so I just told the group, I said, you know what, we're gonna keep trading, or I'm gonna keep trading, and that was pretty much it. It's just cleaner price action. It was too clean to pass up, and I've been on a winning streak since, so that's why I'm still trading. But next week will be light because it's Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and the day after a bank holiday like Christmas could be a little bit wonky anyway. So next week it'll be light trading, probably use like half my leverage, nothing crazy. All right, so we fell short of that sell side. Did not stay in the lower half of the wick. We're still in that opening range. Got about 6 minutes left. Let's check on dollar real quick. Let's see. So I like what we're seeing in dollar. If dollar stays looking bearish, then may just opt for higher prices in NASDAQ. Let's look at S&P, Dow. Five-minute. I trade my own money. I share my live account numbers and all that on Twitter. The link, or I don't think it's in the description of this one. But no, I'm not with the prop firm. I trade my own capital. Trying to get my personal account to 100K by March. That's the goal. Nikia, what's up? I see a lot of questions. Let's go ahead and drop that real quick. So didn't reach the sell side that I wanted. I'm looking at my monitor here. And I'm looking at S&P. I'm sitting tight for right now. I'm not really trusting this rally as of yet. It's kind of suspect in my opinion. I'm watching this up close candle, see if it wants to act as a bullish breaker, but I'm not really putting too much trust in that right now. But you have your low, high, lower low, but I'm still convinced that we could possibly reach for lower prices. I could be wrong. This is why I submit myself the first 30 minutes. I just like to see what we do. But this pump higher, in my opinion, is kind of suspect to me. Not really trusting that right now. I'm still looking at all the sell side here. To the moon. No more polls, Tim. No more polls. Please, God, no. Man. We have a pretty small opening range for the PM. So the PM session opening range low is this low here. And we still have about 2 minutes before 2 o'clock, but as of right now, the high of your opening range for the PM session is here. So I want to see NASDAQ leave this range. I don't want to see us spend a lot of time trading inside of it, whether it's beneath or above. I don't want to see us spend time in this opening range once 2 o'clock gets here. That could just bring, obviously, range bound consolidation. Take this off. 100 minis long on NQ. Don't know about that one, Chief. This is what I like to see. All of these fair value gaps were suspect. People are going to try to buy that. But this whole thing was, in my opinion, it's not trustworthy. Now, should we take out this low? I'll be watching these series of down close candles to act as a bearish breaker. I want to see us get beneath it, use it as resistance. Okay, these 4 candles is one breaker, or is that 1, 2, 3, 5 candles is one bearish breaker, but the most sensitive one is this beefiest down close candle here. I want us to take out this low though. What's up, Emma? Chilling like a villain. Another tape reading stream. Got a little bit more energy. Went to Jersey Mike's, got me a little sandwich. Took the vet for a spin. Now we're back here for the second stream of the day. Whoops, not that. Still watching this. Hopefully NASDAQ doesn't just stay range bound all PM session. That wouldn't make for the best tape reading stream, but like I said, we did move, what was it, almost 800 handles in the morning. I'm watching this fair value gap here, see if that could take us into the sell side. I'm really waiting to see if we could take out this low, because then I'll be looking at this as a bearish breaker. So far, we haven't taken out that low yet. We've kind of just been ranging, but okay, we got spams in the chat. We're gonna go ahead and get that up out of here real quick. Let me see. Let's go ahead and take care of that. Yeah, this is a public one. Unicorn Queen. It's public. I sent the live stream schedule out. I said I'd do 2 streams today. The live trading in the morning for just you guys, and then the public stream for everybody else. Yeah, you could tell. You could tell the energy is a little different in the chat when it's a public stream. That's why Tim doesn't like these. Trading inside the fair value gap, I'm watching these 4 down close candles as a bearish breaker. And again, everybody who has their stop losses trailed underneath these lows, that's my short-term draw for right now. And should we clear out the sell side, I'm going to wait and see, do we want to continue lower and run for the sell side down here? Just waiting. And we're in that macro as well, 150 to 210. So you can expect some sort of movement, spooling. It's been a really good week. It's been a really, really good week. It's been a good 2 weeks. Ending the month of December on a really good note. I want to draw this fair value gap out, but it's too much going on. It's too busy. But basically, I'm watching the lower half of the CB. Again, if you're bearish, any premium array, you want to see us work the lower half of it. But I can do this. With the fair value gap, including the small little volume imbalance there, here. And then consequent encroachment, I want to see us stay in the lower half of that. So far, we're kind of just ranging, which is somewhat expected after having so much movement in the AM. Regardless, though, I like for this to take us lower and leave this little consolidation, leave the opening range. We'll just leave it on, that's fine. I'll be judging to see if NASDAQ really wants to go lower by the speed. Should we take out the sell side here? I'm going to be observing how fast we do it. If we were to just a wick, take out that low and then kind of just meander around or get a deeper tracement, that's not really that convincing for me. But if we were to take out this low aggressively with a lot of speed, a lot of energy, a lot of force, then I'll be more confident that we're likely to continue lower. But right now we're doing what I said I didn't want to see, which is still trading inside that opening range, high and low between 1:30 and 2 o'clock. So between that low and that high. Okay. This is your opening range for the PM session. Again, I want to see us leave that. I don't want to see us play around inside the opening range. So far, I like the body staying in the lower half of the fair value gap. The consolidation here is kind of nasty, but that's what you have to deal with after a large range morning. It is what it is. We've also already ran out buy side 3 times. Small little 3 jives pattern. This high, taken out here, that high, taken out here, trading into an old new week opening gap, or a new day opening gap rather. And then you have your SIBI here. Again, I'm watching the speed at which we take out this low should NASDAQ want to do so. I prefer to see it be aggressive, fast, large down close candles. I don't want to see just a little wick and then we go right back to the opening range. See, like we did there, how we're taking out short-term lows and it's back inside the opening range. Those are conditions that I don't like to trade in. Tim, what's going on? It's fine, man. I like the public streams. The chat room be more interesting. Oh man. Ugh. Waiting. You're new to trading, you got a long way to go. If you're new in trading, if you're just getting started, you got a long way to go. Don't expect to make money in your first year, not consistently at least. But you got a long way to go. How long did it take you to become profitable with ICT concepts? It took me, well, you should never compare like your journey to somebody else's. I've been trading for about going on 5 years now. I started off in Forex, supply and demand, whatever. But I didn't start studying ICT until January of 2023. And then I started seeing consistent profitability around, I think like September, October. So for me, like with ICT concepts, it took me around 8 or 9 months, 8 to 10 months to be profitable with ICT concepts. But I've been trading way before that using other retail stuff. But that's not realistically, like that's not really realistic for a brand new trader. Like don't expect to be profitable consistently after just like 8 months or so. It's likely not going to happen. Can it? If you're studying and you're putting in the work and you're looking at all the right things, it is possible, but it's just not likely. Five-minute chart for NASDAQ looks a mess, but again, I'm still looking for sell side. Why didn't you stick to supply and demand? It wasn't for me. I got funded with it. I got a few payouts with FTMO, trading supply and demand, when I used to trade euro dollar, pound dollar, and all that. But I mean, it's just not as precise. Like, I'm real technical. Like, and then the strategy that I was using, it was like when you lose a setup, it was kind of just like, all right, like, you just lost. Like, there's no reason why we lost. We don't know why we lost. It's kind of just like, it is what it is. And it's like, that's not really like who I am. Like, if I want to take a trade and I lose, I need to know why I lost. Like, I didn't just lose because of chance. Like, something happened that I didn't know about, and it caused money to be taken out of my trading account. And I don't like marking it up as it is what it is. Like, the markets are random. Like, too bad. Try again. It's like, if that's the case, I'd rather just go to the casino or do sports betting or something where I could just lose my money and leave it up to chance. And then I discovered ICT, and then the concept and the logic of the markets being algorithmic, it just made so much more sense. Like, now when I lose trades, I can pinpoint exactly why. Like, I lost because of this, I lost because of that. When I'm in a winning trade and all the algorithmic signatures are there, y'all see me walk through trades. This fair value gap should stay open. I'm watching this lower half. Okay, this should not be traded to. Okay, I want to see speed here. Like, that's all algorithmic. It just makes more sense. It matches my personality. But I can't just be in an industry where you get money taken from you and it's just like, oh, it's just the randomness. Like, it happens sometimes. It's like, what kind of foolishness is that? You're short. Y'all are crazy for shorting this. Y'all are crazy for trading this period. In my opinion, anybody trying to buy or sell this right now at this point in time, you might as well just open up FanDuel and put some more money in there instead. It's literally just ranging. It's consolidating. Pressing buttons and something like this is not ideal for me personally. But everybody has their own technique. Everybody has their own methodology and all that. But hey, you know, to each their own. This may be a short stream. We may end this at 3 o'clock if NASDAQ doesn't move, which again, I'm not expecting much because we had a large range morning session. So this isn't no surprise. ICT has like 700 videos. You have to be insane. Only for the strong, baby. But you gotta love it though. Like, people see ICT's channel and they see the 4-hour long live streams. They see the long lectures and this and that, and they wanted to get straight to the point. You gotta love this stuff. Like, I love it. I'll be in my office. Like, I treat it like an event. I'll get my snacks. I'll go to the gas station, give me some chips, give me some coconut water, give me whatever. And then I come in here, load up ICT's 2024 playlist. I'm taking my notes. I got some chill little lo-fi music. I got my nice soft glow lamp in the corner. Like, it's like, I love, like, studying is like therapy. Like, it's very relaxing. But if you're just trying to hurry up and make money, and you're not going to sit through that 4-hour live stream, that 3-hour live stream, you're going to be skipping through the video, you're going to be fast forwarding, you're going to put it on 2x speed. You gotta love it. You gotta fall in love with this stuff. I mean, y'all see my notes. Like, I love taking notes. Like, I just love the process of it. I love the industry. I love the technicality. I love how, like, it's up to you to decide how deep you want to go with this thing. You could just stick with the silver bullet model and just trade that. You can be a trader that just captures 10 handles a day and call it wraps. Or you can study, go extra hard, and you could try to capture majority of the daily range, get your win percentage up in the 90s. Who says it's not possible? You just gotta put in the work. So I'm trying to be lethal with this stuff. It's fun to me. See you, Tim. Tim lasted longer than I thought he was. I'll give him that. But have a good weekend on. Oh man. I'm about to get stopped, GG's. Yeah, bro, this isn't something you want to trade right now. Like, even though this is a tape reading stream, if I was trading, My laptop would have been closed already. This isn't something you want to push buttons in. We talked about the criteria that makes for a low probability PM session. Whoops. 1:30. I forgot I had the indicator for that. I don't know why I keep drawing it that way. So your opening range, 1:30 to 2 o'clock. This is your highest high between 1:30 and 2. This is your lowest low. Where are we trading at right now? We're still inside of that opening range. We have not had any interest in leaving that range so far. And I said as long as we're trading in between that, I'm not interested in what price is doing. I didn't take any trades today on stream. Price was moving too far, too fast. And the only entry I would have liked this morning, I didn't take it. And NASDAQ just continued to rip like 800 handles without me. It's no big deal. It's a Friday. I'm not about to chase price on a Friday. Or ever. Trading the consequent encroachment of that first fair value gap for the PM session. I'll be honest with y'all, I'm gonna give it to like 235. If we're not doing anything, we're just gonna cut it. But I'll give it another 15 minutes or so. Where did ICT teach about the opening range? PM session starts at 1:30. He teaches it throughout the 2024 playlist. Yeah, I deleted the chart colors from the FAQ because I posted it there so a lot of people could stop asking about my chart colors, and people would join the Discord and the first thing they ask is, Tremaine, what's your chart colors? It's like, what's the point of having it in the FAQ if people are still going to ask for my chart colors? And so I just took it out because like people don't pay attention to the FAQ, so I just deleted it because I kept having to tell them, check the FAQ, check the FAQ, check the FAQ. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take it out because it was taking up all the space from the other questions. It was taking up the whole screen, so I was like, I'm just taking it down. It was ridiculous. That's the most asked questions I get. The top two questions that I get asked, I literally get asked at least 3 or 4 times every day, is what are your chart colors, and what order should I study ICT? Those are the most asked questions I get. Like, what playlist should I start with? What playlist is the best ICT playlist? Where should I start? What should I watch next? Like, that's the most asked question I get. or how do you draw your new day opening gaps and new week opening gaps? I get asked that a lot too. Yeah, I'm giving NASDAQ 10 more minutes if we're not doing anything worthwhile. And again, we had a large range morning session, so I'm not even expecting much, to be honest. I'll give it till 2:35. And if we're still range bound, if we're still consolidating, I don't care if I get off stream and then NASDAQ drops 100 handles. It won't make me no different, but it's a Friday. I'm sure we all have better stuff to do than watch NASDAQ go sideways. We have Christmas next week, and I don't want to be glued to the charts for no reason. We have a lot better things to do with our time. No, it's not an FAQ no more. They don't read the FAQ, so I just took it out because it was kind of pointless. Quarterly theory, I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. I think it's time. It's time for a shameless Discord plug because NASDAQ isn't doing anything. Join the Discord if you're not in there already. NASDAQ's going sideways. Chat room, live day trading channel. Okay, all the streams are there. I don't care if y'all copy these links into your browser. It's already done with. I delete the streams every Sunday anyway. But that's done. Homework assignments in the Discord, I send that out. This is only for full access members, not general access, by the way. I'm going to send out a new homework assignment this weekend. Okay, I send my own examples in there. Homework assignment, and whatnot. A lot of submissions, I already checked these last night, I believe, or yesterday afternoon. For the most part, everybody did a good job. Couple of small little fixes we need in there. And then I'm not going to click the webinars tab because that stuff is golden, but you have your webinars in there as well. This is general access, stuff you get with general access. I just made that free, by the way. It will not be like that forever. Daily screenshots, all that good stuff. You can see all my trades. A lot of people like studying my entries and all that. Got all that good stuff in there. Live stream schedule in there. Mentorship, chat room. For those in the mentorship, we're going to get that going. I'll be reaching out to you guys privately. So we got a couple weeks till that starts for group 1. So join that if you're not in there already. Shameless plug. Let's see. ICT in the Robbins Cup. Supposedly ICT failed the Robbins Cup on purpose so he could trash his own image, making it harder for resellers to sell his content. I don't know. Supposedly. Allegedly. They make money selling courses. Nobody's selling a course over here. I trade live funds, real money. Real money, real capital. I pay bills with my trading. And people are making money on their own in the Discord as well. They should teach for free. My YouTube channel's free. This live stream's free. FX cartel. Somebody didn't eat their Fruit Loops this morning. I could tell. Why are you so sour? It's holiday season. Christmas is next week. Why are you so sour this afternoon? Why so serious? Yeah, I think this is I'll just do a Q&A. Screw it. I'm not really looking at price action at this point. It looks like NASDAQ wants to run for the relative equal highs, but it's doing it so slow. It's really not entertaining. I'm just reading the chat. Let's just do a bunch of questions. Oh yeah. YouTube chat room is toxic, low key. Low key. Because NASDAQ is it's not giving anything that I care about really. I'm 23. I just turned, well, not just, but I turned 23 in September. I just dropped my Twitter in the chat room. Shameless plug. Everybody's asking about my model and whatnot. I just shared my model on Twitter. It's a whole thread. Okay, you could click the link in the chat room. I just sent it. All that stuff. Bias and whatnot. Correct bias 70% of the time. Check that out. And then I share live account stuff. I might or may not share my real account statements next year. Nobody's entitled to my account statements. Nobody, like even my own mother doesn't see my account statements. But next year, the focus for me is really separating myself from all the gurus out there who can't actually execute live. And one way I can do that is by sharing my statements. But that's a if, no guarantees, because again, nobody's entitled to that. So, but I do share live statements and whatnot on there. Not statements, but yeah, so I'll take that for what it's worth, I guess. Switch back. How was that last trade, your first 1K trade? Because my account was growing. My account wasn't always at 50K. Like when I would catch over 300 ticks and whatnot on paper, I may have only copy traded that with like 2 or 3 micros on my personal account. So that's why. But I'm chipping in a couple thousand every few weeks. So it's growing, which is why. And I've been close to 1,000. Like I said, I've had like $800 days, $850, $900 days. I just never hit that $1,000 mark till a couple days ago. All right, looks like NASDAQ finally wants to do something, so this is good. This is good. Fair value gap on the 5-minute chart. Want to treat that as a breakaway gap. And let's go to a 2-minute. Should we trade down into this wick? Treating that as a bullish breaker. You have your low. We just fell short of the trailed sell side. We formed relative equal lows. Me personally, I don't like leaving that intact. I would have loved for us to stab down beneath that. And then if we get what we're seeing here, that's fine. But getting a rally like this after failing to take out sell side is kind of, that's not really what I want to see. But regardless, I'm looking at this long wick in this up close candle. You have your low, high, lower low. So if we were to trade down, that breaker is overlapping with an old new day opening gap. And then we'll have a fair value gap here as well if this candle closes, leaving a fair value gap. So I'm watching. No, I'm still trading. I'm live trading still next week. I'm not trading Christmas. I'm not trading Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Possibly. I have to look at the economic calendar and look at what family plans I have for next week. I don't know what I'm doing for Christmas Eve. So I'll send out that live stream schedule in the Discord when I find out what I got planned. But I will still be pressing buttons next week, at least 1 or 2 trading days. That's a funded account. My guy, I don't use prop firms. I just withdrew that 1,000 without a profit split this morning. I don't know why bro's hating. He didn't eat He didn't eat his Lucky Charms this morning or something. I think that young ICT traders can't accept that something is not okay with him. I don't know what you're talking about. Fair value gap here. I'm watching to see if we want to trade down to the breaker. It's even better if we fail to trade down to the breaker, we just use the upper half of this fair value gap to take us higher. That's even signs of stronger bullish order flow, but I'm really watching this up close candle. And then NASDAQ's current all-time high. Wait, no, that's not right. We're not at all-time highs. NASDAQ's current high of day is obviously up here. Nah, Unicorn Queen, that's facts. That's facts. How long did it take you? I answered that. I answered that earlier in the stream. What could be the importance or function? First presented fair value gap, they could just be used as support and resistance throughout the entire day. If you have bias, if you have narrative, and you already have a direction where you think price is headed towards, that first presented fair value gap can be used as confluence. That's the first fair value gap after 130, yes, after 131. Let's go ahead and outline this here, here, do that, do a little bit of that. There we go. Institutional order flow entry drill, majority of that staying open. Haven't came back down to the breaker. This is an old new week opening gap. If we close above it, I'll be expecting it to be used as support. So far, I like how we didn't even have a willingness to trade to the breaker. We're just using the fair value gap, which is fine. It's also an event horizon midpoint between new week opening gaps. You don't have to know all this stuff. It's just extra, but it's nice to be able to observe it. We trade down to midpoint. Do you have any goals for the upcoming year? How do you use some kind of way? Yeah, before the year ends, I have a journal, and I usually sit down, say a few prayers, prayers of gratitude, thankful for everything that I achieved during the year, everything that I may have learned during the year. So I say a few prayers and all that at the end of the year, and then I also ask for things. I handwrite my stuff down, like my goals and whatnot. I try to have at least 2 to 3 goals. That's pretty much it. And then when the year gets here, I just go out and achieve it. But that's really it. But next year I'm going for $1 million. That's the main one. 7 figures is the goal next year. All the income goals I had for this year, I was really lowballing myself. Man, God is so good. All that stuff got blown out the water. It was like I lowballed myself. So next year I'm going for $1 million. I want to buy Bible, not sure if it's just any Bible. Any Bible. Any Bible is good. Any Bible is good. There's no wrong. Some translations are harder to understand. The Bible that I like, some people feel certain type of ways with the translations of the Bible. I think it's the CEB. I don't know where my Bible is at right now, but the CEB, I think it's the Common English version, or no, Common English Bible. I think that version is real easy to understand, and it doesn't lose too much of the original translation. But like the versions, like the King James version, like it could be a little bit more just the slang and the term, but you can't really go wrong. Ever close a trade slightly before target gets hit? Fear of reversals? Nah, I don't fear reversals. I don't fear my stop loss getting hit. I don't fear reversals. I just put the trade on, manage my risk, and just watch the candlesticks paint. I don't have any fear when trading. Appreciate that, Virgo trader. What's the value of your account? My account size and all that is on Twitter. But I'm constantly adding to it. Like I'm about to add a couple grand to my account in the upcoming weeks. I'm trying to get it to 100K by March. But I just moved into a new place, and furniture shopping is expensive. Like I still don't have box springs. Like I have a mattress still on the floor. The living room is done. The living room is nice. Y'all are gonna see it in like the next vlog, but the living room is done. Got the TV stand, the 70-inch TV. I got the dining table, the kitchen and all that set up. The bathrooms are good. The office, I got my desk and all that, but the bedroom, I just have a mattress in the middle of the floor. I don't have any box springs. I don't have a bed frame. It's real ghetto looking, but once I finish the majority of my furniture shopping, then I'll be able to chuck in more money in my trading account. But for now, it's crazy. And then I broke the lease at my old apartment. I had to pay like $3,000 for that. They've been hitting licks on me, boy. So we're trading back inside that fair value gap. Again, I'm watching this breaker here. It's simply low, high, lower low, last up close candle in between your two lows is your breaker. So I'm watching to see if there's support in that. Why don't you place a trade on the charts? I'm not trading this. Ain't no way. I'm good. I only press buttons for Discord members. That's the service that they paid for. They pay to watch me execute live. So I only do that for them. Have you read Take It Back? It's a book about biblical masculinity. Huh. That's actually interesting. Biblical masculinity. I'm going to put that in my notes. What is it? Take It Back. I just dropped the link to my Twitter in the chat room. Take It Back. By Dr. Tim Clinton. I'm going to look into that. I'm trading down to the old new day opening gap. Just fell short of the breaker. Yeah, I had to. So the TV I got now is a Samsung, but the only reason why I had to buy another, well, I wanted a bigger one. The TV in my first apartment was, I think, like a 60-inch, or I think it might have been like a 55, but this apartment's a little bigger, so I decided to get a 70-inch. But the living room TV in my old place, like, it just started glitching out of nowhere. And it was right, it's the same day I bought the PS5. I was excited to play it and hook it up, The same day I bought the PS5, I plug it in and my TV start glitching. Like you can't even look at it because it would just give you a headache. So I was like, this is ridiculous. So I had to go get another one. Why your notebook sound heavy? What notebook? I just typed it. I typed it in my phone. Man, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So it was like a TCL Roku TV, but I have a Samsung one now. It's a lot better. Apartment vlog. I'm filming a video, and probably next week it'll be just a sit-down video, probably like things I've learned since becoming a full-time day trader or something. And I'm not going to show too much of the apartment because I'm not trying to dox myself. Part of the reason why I moved has to do with security reasons and whatnot. But I'll do a little tour. It's not as furnished as I want it to be, but eventually. So NASDAQ just fell short of the breaker, trading back down to the new week opening gap. Still trading inside this imbalance here. The body still respecting consequent encroachment. So let's just go ahead and do this. We're just gonna drag this over. And let's do that. Consequent encroachment. And again, always include the little volume imbalances in your fair value gaps. This isn't a condition that I would feel comfortable trading. That's just me, but like I said, that's why we're tape reading it. 60, you got to get that 70 inch, Nikia, I'm telling you. And then I want to get like the surround sound. I'm gonna get I want to get some speakers. I want to put some like behind the couch, and then I'm gonna get a sound bar underneath the TV. So when we watch movies and stuff, it's gonna be crazy. But that stuff costs money, man. I'm waiting. I'm slowly adding upgrades, slowly, but it's getting there. I can't get too distracted because I'm still trying to grow my trading account. All that other stuff could wait. What car do you want to get? Oh, yeah, no. I like the Corvette. I'm not even big on cars like that, for real. The Corvette was just like, that was just like it was just like a gift, like an early Christmas gift to myself. But I'm not even big on cars like that. I keep saying I'm gonna get a Cybertruck, or I want a Cybertruck in a couple years, or maybe, like, I don't know. Every time I tell because I like the Cybertruck. I don't like the stock color, like the stainless steel Cybertruck. Like, those are ugly. They look like a refrigerator on wheels. Like, it's ugly. But I've seen the Cybertrucks that are like wrapped in like matte black, or it'll be like a blue. Like, any color on the Cybertruck looks really good. Anything except for that ugly steel looking titanium fridge looking color. But I do want a Cybertruck though, just to experience it. Like, that thing is a beast. But other than that, I'm not even big on cars, bro, to be honest. I'd probably get like a nice truck or something. But that's later down the road. I want to focus on getting a house first. I could really care less about the cars. BMW M5. That's what's up. Or Audi. But the thing about the Audis is I want a convertible. Like, I want to be able to drop the top. Have you rented it out before? Nah. I never even been in one. I just be seeing them on the road, and I'd be watching like the little TikToks where they're like reviewing it. That thing, it just looked mean, man. But if I get one, it'll be like it'll be blacked out, like murdered out everything. And then I'll probably add like colored headlights, so it'll be like satin black or something with some like LED headlights. It gotta be something crazy. Drop top vet. The Corvettes, they only make like, I could take the roof off the vet, but you have to do it manually. Like you have to take off the latches. It takes like 20 seconds. But like they only do like the remote convertible Corvettes on like the older models. But like the newer vets, you have to pop it off and then put it in your trunk. But it's all good. Jaheim, you know. Could it be the chromed out with breaking neck when you see it? Could it be the ice you see? Trading into that breaker, this candle here. Oh yeah, C6, that's what's up. That's what's up. It was literally, I wouldn't say the Corvette was my dream car, but we walked into the dealership and orange is my favorite color. That's why I walked in and I kid you not, like ever since I was in like middle school, I've always like told myself and my mom like one day I'm gonna get an orange car and it's gonna have like a black stripe down the middle. That was because orange is my favorite color. I like orange and black. So I said one day I'm gonna get an orange sports car. I don't know what kind of car, but it's gonna be orange and it's gonna have black racing stripes down the middle, and that's gonna be the car I get. We walk into the dealership. Literally the first car that catches my eye is an orange 2022 C8, black stripe down the middle. I said, oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one right there. Like we can go ahead and get the paperwork started. Like that's the one right there. Only had 6,000 miles on it. Like you can't pass that up. It was like meant to be, like for real, for real. Like that's just God right there. Like it was. You talk about manifestation. Like what? Like literally. And then he said it just got there. Like that car like just got in a couple days ago. It's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little nervous driving off in that thing because you can't see out your blind spot for real. And like I was in, like that was my first time driving something like that. And I was like, what the heck? I was on the freeway. I was like, boy, this is crazy. But then I got used to it. How long are you normally in a trade? I mean, I don't even know. I feel like it's like average. Like I'm not like a super ultra scalper, but I'm not like capturing the whole daily range. It's like, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes. That's like 15 1-minute candlesticks. Like most of my trades are like moves like this, like from here to here. Like if I could capture something like this, like I'm pretty much done. But you could watch my executions on my channel. The duration is pretty much the same throughout, unless I leave like a runner or something, but they're not crazy long. Trades per week, around 4 to 5 trades a week. I'm aiming for just one good trade a week on my live account. I tell that all the time to people. Like Tuesday is my first trading day of the week. I don't trade Mondays, obviously. So in the streams on Discord, I'm trading my live account. If I hit my 2 to 3% target, I'm done trading my live account for the week. I don't care if it's only Tuesday. I'm not touching my live account, but we'll live stream and I'll trade on demo Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I really only want to take one trade a week on my live account and just be done. But like if I lose my first trade of the week, then I got to make that back and then some. So for the most part, I'm taking around 4 to 5 trades a week. But I try to just be one and done. Have you ever took a loss you called out for your students? Took a loss you called out? I mean, the Discord's not a signal service. Like, yes, you'll see my executions and all that, but I tell people, like, the point of the live streams is not to pass your combine and all that. It's because you're defeating the purpose. You're defeating, like, you're not really learning how to reprice action if you're just waiting on me to press a button. Because I'll have days where I say, you know, I don't like what we're seeing. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream early. And if you're just waiting on me to press the button so you can press the button, you're going to be upset on those days. And then I may take a trade and you may not trust it. I may buy a fair value gap. You may be like, man, I'm not getting in that. You crazy. And it starts moving in my favor. And then you wouldn't jump in late and you're facing retracements because you got in late and then you get stopped out. But I'm still in the winning trade. So if you're just in there to copy my trades, you're doing yourself, like, you're hurting yourself actually. Do you plan on staying in Texas? I really don't know. I like Texas. I want to travel more though. Like, I was just thinking to myself the other day, I'm like, I'm a full-time trader. Like, I have enough money to go travel every now and then, and I rarely leave the house. Like, I'll live stream in the morning, go get something to eat, come back to the apartment, edit videos, hit the gym, come back to the apartment, shower, chill with my lady, watch a movie, go eat, whatever. And it's like, I'll be forgetting like I'm full time. Like, I could just take my laptop, get a hotel somewhere for a couple of nights, and just like go to different cities and whatnot. But I just be so caught up in business mode, like I gotta get out more. But as far as moving, I like Texas, but that's a conversation that I gotta take up with the lady for future plans and all that. But I have a lot of family here, and Texas is big, so you can literally move to another part of Texas and it'll feel like you're not even in Texas because it's that big. Tell us more about your girlfriend. She's posted on my Instagram if you wanna know more about, if you want to know more about Rachel. She's on my Instagram. I think it's still posted on my story or whatnot. Just look up Tremaine Trades on Instagram. I'm only following 2 people on my trading Instagram. I'm following my personal account, and then I'm following my lady. Houston's cool. The weather is still irritating. Like, it's the middle of December, and it'll be like 80 degrees here in Houston. Like, it's like we really don't even have a winter for real. Like, if it hits low 60s, to us that's winter. But it's like, it's crazy. Current bias and drawn liquidity. I don't have a bias. We're still trading in the opening range. If you remember, the highest high and lowest low between 1:30 and 2 o'clock. The highest high is here, lowest low is here. We're still inside that range. We haven't done anything meaningful. We traded up. We just fell short of the sell side that I wanted by a few handles. Traded up, clearing out the buy side. New week opening gap, trading back down inside the opening range. So I don't have a bias. I wouldn't trade this with my live account. Dallas Fort Worth. Have you been mentored by someone? Nah. It's just ICT. Lots of studying. Thousands of screenshots, hundreds of pages of notes. And now sharing my knowledge and my experience and everything I learned in more of a condensed manner on my YouTube channel without trying to, because I believe there's some ICT, like you can teach ICT concepts in a more condensed way that other people, because not everybody can sit through a 4-hour live stream. So I try to like teach ICT concepts in a more like condensed way without taking out the value, because some stuff like you have to sit through as long lectures to get the full grasp. But with the live streams and all that, I can demonstrate and teach things, and you don't have to sit through all the extra. I like sitting through his Yap sessions because I just love trading. I love his content on his channel. So me personally, I don't mind. But a lot of people can't do that, so that's where I come in. FX Cartel, what are you talking about? Somebody get this man some Lucky Charms for real, for real. Actually, breakfast is over. Somebody get him like a Subway sandwich, some Taco Bell or something. FX Cartel is not in the holiday spirit. Don't make me start playing Christmas music, because I will. YouTube could keep the ad revenue because of copyright. I really don't care. I'll play some Mariah Carey. Opening range is 1:30 to 2 o'clock for the PM session, New York local time. To be honest, I'm not even looking at the chart right now. I'm just answering a whole bunch of questions in the chat. As long as we're still, matter of fact, we're just gonna do this right here. I don't care about any price action in between the highest high and lowest low between 1:30 and 2 o'clock. Chestnut roasting. Do you have playlists on teaching here on YouTube, but why only 3 videos? Oh yeah, that playlist, I'm not gonna lie. I have no motivation to finish that playlist. That's really like for my kids in the future. That how to day trade, a complete beginner's guide. Like I started that playlist a long time ago, but I have the mentorship coming up. I'm starting that January 6th, and I'm gonna be doing like one-on-one calls and meetings and lecture videos and all that. So that playlist, I'm probably not gonna update that anytime soon. It's really for my kids. Like if my kids want to get into trading, I want to be able to like just give them the playlist I made a while back, so that way they can learn what a candlestick is, how to read a chart, what is the open, high, low, and close, just basic stuff like that, expectations you should have. So that playlist is really for my future children. That's the motivation behind it. But I don't plan on having kids anytime soon, so I really don't have any motivation to finish it right now. Because those PowerPoints and all that, it takes time, man. Mr. Nobody. Yeah, y'all's the usernames y'all's be having on here. Mr. Nobody. I seen like the undisciplined trader in here one time. The names on here be crazy. So not a lot of movement this PM session, as expected. We moved a lot. So we moved a lot in the morning session. There's not really much going on in the PM. Really can't demand much. First time on a live. This is one of the boring streams, to be honest. These are my least favorite kind of days because I can't really talk much about price action if it's not really moving. Like streams like today, I'm just reading the chat. It's really not as much to do. But yeah, I think we've had enough boringness today. Join the Discord if you're not in there already. There's a lot of good stuff in there. Shameless plug. And next week is Christmas. That's going to be a light trading week for me. Okay, I'm not going to be in there pressing hard. I'll probably be using half my leverage all next week. So instead of 10 micros, I'll probably only be trading 5. Or I might just trade like 1 mini. It depends. It's holiday season, so definitely want to focus on spending time with my friends, family, and not being glued to the charts. My next trading week is Tuesday. Monday will be a tape reading stream publicly on YouTube, and then we're back live trading in the Discord on Tuesday. So it's good stuff. Join it. Link pinned in the description of this live stream. Also pinned in my profile. Click the link in the top of the chat room. And I hope to see y'all inside. Happy holidays. If you're not going to tune in next week, have a happy Merry Christmas for those who celebrate. And it's been a great week. I think that's really it. NASDAQ can't do much for the boring price action in the PM session. It is what it is. There's nothing I can really do about it. So, it is what it is. Be safe. I'll be chatting up with y'all in the Discord throughout the day. Love y'all, and I'll see Discord full access members in the live trading stream on Tuesday. And everybody else, we have a public tape reading stream Monday morning at 8:30 Monday morning. Love y'all. Be safe. Have a great weekend. Merry Christmas to those who celebrate. Peace.